In the heart of New Orleans, where jazz floated through the air and Spanish moss draped the oaks like old lace, there stood a humble flower cart on Cypress Street. Its owner was Mama Leela, woman in her late 70s, with skin like weathered mahogany and eyes that held decades of sorrow and song. Mama Leela had known loss. She'd buried her husband during Hurricane Katrina and outlived 2 siblings. She lived alone now, in a little house painted the color of peaches, with her cat Louie and her daily ritual, arranging bright, mismatched bouquets of zinnias, marigolds, and sweet peas. But what made her stall famous wasn't just the flowers, it was what she said when she handed them over. To every customer, she'd ask gently, "What good thing are you carrying in your pocket today?" She didn't mean money or keys, she meant good things. A tired nurse might sigh, "I helped a patient sleep peacefully." A school teacher might whisper, "My student finally read a full sentence." Even the grumpy mailman once admitted, "My grandbaby called me Pop-Pop for the first time." Mama Leela would nod, hand them a flower and say, "Then you're richer than kings." Most people left her cart standing a little taller, breathing a little deeper. Then came Marcus, 22, broad-shouldered but hollow-eyed. He delivered groceries on a rattling scooter. He hadn't smiled since his mother passed 3 months earlier. One sweltering afternoon, he collapsed onto the bench beside her cart, his voice breaking. "I can't do this anymore. Everything feels so heavy, like I'm walking through wet cement." Mama Leela didn't offer empty cheer. She simply picked a sunflower tall, golden, and unapologetically bright and placed it in his calloused hands. "Then let this one smile for you," she said softly, "until your heart remembers how." Marcus stared at the flower, tears pooling in his eyes. "Why are you so hopeful? Don't you get tired of pretending everything's okay?" She chuckled, stirring her sweet tea. "Child, I don't pretend. I choose." She pointed to a crack in the sidewalk where purple clover pushed through the concrete. "See that? Life doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It grows anyway. Joy's the same. You don't wait for pain to leave before you let light in. You make room for both." For weeks, Marcus returned on for flowers, but for her words, she never gave advice, she just asked questions. "What made you laugh as a boy? What's one thing your mama would want you to keep doing? Did you notice the mockingbirds singing outside your window this morning?" Slowly, Marcus began to look up. He noticed the way sunlight hit his mother's old rocking chair. He started watering her geraniums. He even played her favorite Ella Fitzgerald record just once at first. Then every Sunday, one morning, without thinking, he smiled while tying his shoelaces. He ran to Cypress Street, breathless. "Mama Leela," I smiled. "Just for no reason," she beamed. "Ah, the flowers are blooming inside you now." People began stopping by not just for blooms, but to sit with Mama Leela. Remember that even in grief, gratitude could be a quiet companion. When a developer offered to buy her lot for a luxury condo, Mama Leela simply said, "This corner grows more than flowers. It grows hope, and that's not for sale." Years later, after Mama Leela passed peacefully in her sleep, Marcus opened Leela's Light, a community garden on that very corner. Every spring, kids plant sunflowers there, and a carved wooden sign reads, "Joy isn't the absence of pain. It's the decision to notice beauty even while your heart is healing." The power of hope, ESNT, about ignoring darkness, it's about learning to carry your own light. It's not denial, it's defiance. Not blind optimism, but courageous attention to the small, stubborn goodness that persists even in broken places. Because sometimes all it takes is one sunflower, one kind question, one moment of choosing to see the clover in the crack, to remember that you too are still growing. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more.